A suspect in an officer-involved shooting who is also facing a murder charge is going to face a judge today. Police say 36-year-old Joshua Miller shot and killed his ex-girlfriend's cousin on Cypress Avenue in the Park Hill neighborhood back on January 5th. According to court documents, Miller's ex-girlfriend and her cousin were picking up her belongings when Miller shot and killed the cousin. While officers were investigating, they say that Miller returned to the scene and fired shots at officers in an alley before they returned fire. He's currently being held on $1 million bond and is due in court at 9:30.
An 18-year-old charged in the fatal stabbing of a 15-year-old is also expected to go before a judge today. Police say Caden Sevier stabbed and killed the victim Saturday night at a home on Buckner Avenue in the Beachmont neighborhood. Officials say Sevier initially got away, but was found a short time later in the Iroquois Manor shopping center. Court documents say Sevier and the victim were dating and that Sevier admitted to the stabbing. He's been charged with murder and is expected in court at 9 a.m.
One person is dead after a crash in Okolona. That, according to LMPD, it happened just before 3:30 yesterday afternoon at the intersection of Outer Loop and Minor Lane. Police say a silver car T-boned a white car. The driver of the white car died at the scene. The driver of the silver car was transported to the hospital with injuries where they are expected to survive. No charges are known at this time.
Several European countries are now working together to create a ceasefire plan in the war between Russia and Ukraine. Leaders from the UK, France, and 16 other countries met with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky on Sunday in London. The leaders said they're throwing their full support behind Ukraine and are starting to draft a peace deal. Plans include a $2.8 billion loan to Ukraine and maintaining economic pressure on Russia. They also agreed to continue to arm Ukraine to deter future invasions and said the country would need to be at the bargaining table for any peace deals made.
All of this follows a very heated exchange between President Zelensky and President Trump, which ended their meeting abruptly in Washington on Friday. The Trump administration has been working on a deal between Russia and Ukraine to end the war, but it's unclear where things stand since that blow-up. Here at home, some are frustrated by the administration's actions.
Do we stand with Ukraine?
At least 100 people showed up in front of Metro Hall yesterday, showing their support for Ukraine. Those who spoke at the rally voiced some strong opinions on President Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance's handling of the negotiations with Ukraine.
To me, that Mr. Trump and Mr. Vance are fascist Russian appeasers.
Vance seems to believe that Ukraine has not paid enough. Your math is wrong, sir. This cause is our cause. Because when democracy is under attack anywhere, it is under attack everywhere.
Sources tell ABC News that the Trump administration is strongly considering cutting off military support to Ukraine, though it's unclear if or when the administration would take that step.
SOS International plans to send off a fourth shipment of supplies to Ukraine today. Partnering with St. Luke's Episcopal Church in Anchorage, the organization is donating $250,000 worth of medical aid, including surgery tools, anesthesia equipment, and infant care items. The items will go to 3 different hospitals near the war zone in that country.
The countdown is on for this year's Thunder over Louisville, and we are just 39 days away.
We do expect to learn more details about this year's event from Kentucky Derby Festival officials this morning. So we've sent Gabe down to the waterfront where we know, Gabe, there's not a great view this morning. Maybe it's a little dark out there, but it's going to be a great view for Thunder here in a few weeks.
Hey, good morning, y'all. Yes, it's a great view. Right now it is a little dark like you mentioned, but one thing we already know, this is the place to be for Thunder. Now, today's announcement that happens at 10 o'clock in just a couple of hours, it will be at the Galt House, but here's what we know so far. Now, this is the 36th year for Thunder, which is happening on Saturday, April 12th. The theme will be unveiled today along with sponsors and details on the air show. Typically, those planes start flying along the Ohio River around around 3 in the afternoon. We usually see fireworks. That begins at 9:30 at night. Now, the price of admission for Thunder is a Pegasus pin, which also gets you into most of the other Kentucky Derby Festival events. And don't forget, WHAS11 is your home for Thunder over Louisville this year. We'll be bringing you coverage, full coverage from start to finish on Saturday, April 12th. Mark that down in your calendars, and you can watch the coverage right here on Channel 11 or on the free WHAS 11 Plus app. Now, Jim Grace, this is my first year in Louisville, my first time at the Kentucky Derby, my first Derby season, and luck would have it, I got the gold pin. Not to brag or whatever y'all were saying last time, but I'm gonna show it off again. I got the gold pin. What color did y'all get? And we'll see you again, and I'll tell you why you want a gold pin coming up in about 30 minutes.